Howdy folks, Effing Controller here, back with another episode of Let's Play Marathon. We have been kissed by a rose, and it's time to say goodbye. But, we're gonna move on. By the way, thank you to Henry the Ninth, who has reminded me that this feature here exists. This feature that lets you overlay the map on top of the game so that you can use it while wandering around and hopefully not bumping into enemies. Yes, indeed, Bob, they are everywhere. The commenters are everywhere. There's a huge amount of support for this series. Thank you very much for that. Anyways, we're going to move on. You have allowed too many of the civilians to be killed. It is doubtful that any of the survivors will give us any useful information. Well, you know, here's the thing about this, is that even if you do a really good job and you don't let very many of the civilians get killed, she, I think, basically says, hey, good job, we're gonna get information from these guys. And then she doesn't say what the information is, and I don't think you ever hear what it is. So, yeah. Moving on. The aliens seem to have been caught off guard by the strength of our counterattack. This is good news, but I have detected more ships landing on the Marathon, and I fear that the aliens are reinforcing their efforts. Okay, well, that doesn't really tell us much about what we're getting into. Maybe we're gonna go just fight some invaders. I guess that's kind of the game right there. Here we go. Oh, hello. What a welcoming committee. I'm gonna punch all of you. Okay. Ow. And one more. There we go. Well, that was probably not a great way to deal with that, but you know what? I feel better. It felt good to me. Alright. Terminal. Time is limited. There is a large group of heavily armed four approaching the section of the ship where I have transported you. Their only logical destination is the sensitive engineering areas in the aft section of the ship. The sensitive aft. As we are not yet in a position to halt their advance by force, I have decided to depressurize a large area in their path in order to slow their progress. Unfortunately, I cannot remotely seal the airlocks and isolate the zone I wish to depressurize from the nearby living quarters. Exposing this area to space without first isolating it would kill hundreds of human crew. You will have to go and close the doors. This is your current location. You must find another computer terminal to exit from. I am unable to activate the teleport mechanism from this terminal. This is the first airlock which you must seal. The switch which controls this is located on the wall adjacent to the door. I don't know why I said this instead of it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about this. Make certain it closes completely before continuing. Jeez, I'm all rattled. I don't know why. This is the second door you must seal. Again, make it certain. I'm throwing its and this is around. Make certain it closes completely. We have to close two doors. That's the mission. Great. Okay, got it. So I'm actually going to do the second one first, and the reason for that, well, I'll show you why. You can do it in either order, it doesn't really matter, but there's a good reason to do... there's a good reason to do this one first. And I'm actually going to keep this out. Whoa, hi! Gee whiz. Kind of weird that there's a bunch of ammunition just laying around in these places, you know what I mean? Just a thought. Just gonna put that out there. This is why. We've got a shield terminal, so let's clear this out. And a pattern buffer. Marvelous. Oh, well that was good timing. I'm looking forward to loading that save. Let's maybe go back and heal up. Is this where it was? Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those levels. This is it. See, isn't this nice? There, that's a better save. That gives me a little bit more of a chance to... Jeez. A little bit more of a chance to survive, really. Okay, so this looks like a larger room coming up. I guess I was wrong. This is all just tunnels. Oh, god damn it. See, this thing is horribly inaccurate. Okay. And we've looked in there. We gotta go up here. look up at the ceiling a little bit just to make sure nothing's gonna drop in on me. Phew. I think I'm gonna keep these both out just in case. Seems prudent. And oh god, I did not do a good job with that. Okay. And here's the airlock. Unfortunately, I don't think you can actually get into there. I don't think that there's anything back there. We're gonna seal it up. There we go. Alright, well, that could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. Okay, so then we have to go back to the shield terminal. Which is right here. And there we go. See, this is nice. This is nice to have this overlay. Because if we hadn't had that on earlier, we would have probably gotten even worse damage. Okay, so then we're going to take a left up here and see what there is to see. Ammo. That's alright. And so that section is essentially done, I think. I don't think that there's anything else to it. Now, there is this area back behind this first terminal. We can take a look at this. Oh. Friends. And, oh boy. I don't think we've talked about those compilers, but so their shots will track you, as you saw there. Little bit disconcerting, so you have to be really careful with the purple guys. Now, we don't have to worry about this right now, necessarily, but since we're in the neighborhood, we might as well. Each of these switches controls one of these platforms, so we want to get this so that we can at least get to the top of that. We don't need to go back there yet, but like I said, we're in the neighborhood. There's different approaches to this. Well, let's just get rid of this. I'm going to try something that I thought of as I was looking at this, the map for this level. I was like, well, wait, why can't you just do this? So we're going to take a look. No, that's the wrong one. That's the one I want. So we'll remember that, but let's lower this. There we go. So, in theory, you're supposed to just build a set of stairs. I was wondering, what if you just do this? See? Sometimes I'm smart. And there you go. So we'll just lower it again, and then we can do it that way. No fuss, no muss. Alright. We'll take care of that when we get back. But meanwhile, we have to go through here. Now, we have to be a little bit careful going through here for a reason that I will show you. There we go. Yeah, this is a little bit more difficult in here. I'll leave these guys. Whoa! I'm gonna leave these guys back in. And I'm gonna punch. Okay, let's see. You gotta have a little bit of room to run to punch. Lots of room to run. It's a nice farm upstate. Run around and play as much as I want. Farm upstate. Wait a minute. Isn't that like a... Oh, we don't want to go this way. For no reason in particular. Wait, no. That way we can go. You know what? This whole area we want to avoid for the time being. I just hit the volume. Not correct. We'll just leave that alone for the moment. This always looks like a door to me, but it is not. Oh, hi. Gee whiz. Those guys are tough. Alright. Here's a terminal. Ah. N15. Burn, border of the Roman Empire, to the Danube River during a skirmish with barbarians in Raetian, the mountains near the border of modern France and Switzerland. 117. Men under Gaius Licinius 233 of weird and frightening monsters under his control. Many successful raid secti, the fall of the Roman Empire, and remained unmolested until the written into the Lex Vita. Clovis moved the settlement farther south in the mountains, nearer the spring, to escape the notice of Charlemagne and later the Holy Roman Empire. Clovis remained Vladimir in 1902 and Frederick just recently. Both, however, carried out reforms before their deaths, which slowly integrated their people secretly into world society, which are now scattered all over the globe, to meet only once every 7 years in southeast France. Must be chosen. This is one of the most mysterious terminals in the game, one of the most talked about. There's a lot to kind of dissect here. We have some talk about the Roman Empire, about the raiding of the Germanic barbarians in the area of France and Switzerland, southeastern France, I guess western Switzerland, the fall of the Roman Empire, monsters written into the Lex Vita. I don't know what that would reference. Clovis was a, wasn't he a Gallic king? Maybe he was Frankish, I don't remember. Then we have Charlemagne mentioned. We have Vladimir, which was Lenin's first name. No idea who Frederick is. And then some talk about reforms in a secret society. So there's a lot going on here. Overall, this just kind of deals with the idea of empires rising, empires falling. We have mention of Charlemagne, which is interesting because Charlemagne was known for his loyal order of knights that served him called the Paladins. One of his paladins was named Roland. Roland's sword was named Durandal. Just gonna leave that and say nothing more about it. Let's see. Of course, Lenin in 1902, I think, had been exiled from Russia. So this is maybe dealing with his efforts to overthrow the Russian Empire, kind of a reference to that, anyways. And then this last chunk, starting with both, however, is kind of an interesting thing. So I was reading the spoiler site, Bungie.org, which this isn't really a spoiler. I don't know that anybody would have any way of knowing this unless they went to this site specifically. And apparently in 1993, Jason Jones, the main guy behind Bungie, gave an interview with Inside Mac Gaming where they asked him about Pathways into Darkness, about the plot of it, and he said that they had a few different ideas for the plot, but the one that one of the ones that they were going with for a while was that the player would be a part of a cult of immortals that have this meeting every 7 years, and they have to descend into this cave to retrieve the water that grants them everlasting life. And so I think that there's this kind of meta element to most of the lore in Bungie's games, and in a way they're kind of playing the game with you. They're kind of like saying, hey, this means absolutely nothing really, but there is something that this references, whether or not it's meaningful, and that could be the case for all of this, but it certainly is puzzling, and it's a comes off as like a puzzle for puzzling sake to me, and it still is interesting. It's not like I'm saying that that's a bad thing, but I like this. I like all this stuff. Anyways, lots of stuff to think about there. It's a little bit, like I said, it's a little mysterious about what that really means, but you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's move on. I'm gonna head up north here. Get some pistol ammo. And we had a friend, but he's dead. He's dead too. Blah. And blah. I'm hoping to frighten my my enemies by sounding like cheap Dracula. Blah. Oh, I can't go back up. Well, that's a problem. I see you. Haha. Old quick draw effing here. Look at that. Okay. Looks like there's a lift, as our friends across the pond say. Let's this up just right. There we are. It's just starting to take off, too. Oh, jeez. Ow. Golly. Okay, well, that's the door. Nicely done. So, strictly speaking, we're done with this level. But, I want to explore it a little bit more thoroughly. And again, there is something that is really, I wouldn't say it's important. It's good to get. Oh, interesting. Can I not activate this any other way? I tried to hit tab on it. What did that do for me? Is it still, are we waiting? There we go. Okay. And, hello. I have to let my fists do the talking there. That was a little bit, worrisome. And a pattern buffer. Very good to find that. Okay. What? He's gonna fly up. Oh, God. Those things are unpredictable as far as the altitude that they fly at. I think they oftentimes are at the close to the top, but they can be just about anywhere. I'm hearing another one, so I'm gonna take a shot at him once he shows up. Well, I said that, and that one was hovering close to the ground, so they're crafty. Okay, we're gonna check this part out a little bit more, because... Oh my god. Just the extra shot for flair there, I guess. Style points? Something like that? I don't think that that's a... I don't think that that's a wasp. I think that that's... Nope, it's wasp. God damn it. Okay. Should have kept the gun out. I hate how you can hear them. There we go. And then they're... You can't see them on the map sometimes. A little bit nerve-wracking. Okay, and then that's the end of that corridor there. Yeah, so we've got some more stuff to deal with. Let's get back to that save terminal. Where are you guys spawning from? Gee whiz. Jeez. Okay, so we're gonna go into that area that I said we were going to avoid. God. The game does respawn enemies, so we were about to get shot there too. So you have to be really careful when you're going through these areas that you think are clear. I was waiting for an enemy to spawn right then and there. Yep, there we go. This goddamn game. Okay, so I'm gonna use the health terminal, which is this way. I think that guy took 2 shots. Tough little guy. And we're going to proceed to that corner. This is probably not going to be something that I get on my first try, so that's why I'm saving liberally. It is tough to get. Okay, so really, we're saving. And now we're proceeding. I want full health for reasons that will become clear. Okay, going down here. And there's another one over here. And this area is fine. That's not the spot. That way is where we want to go eventually. Okay. So, you're going to hear an elevator start to go up as soon as I step in here. And I'm going the wrong way. Fuck. I think I already fucked it up. Yeah, I already fucked it up. Oh no, and I didn't even do the elevator. No! Alright, well, we're gonna go down here and see what this is supposed to be. So yeah, you're supposed to do that a lot quicker than I did it. And your reward is this. Now, you can get this particular item later on in the game, but it's much nicer to have it earlier. What is it? It's a fucking flamethrower. God, it's awesome. I love it so much. But unfortunately, we have locked ourselves in here because I was way too slow and I went the wrong way. So, let's check this terminal out, though. Here I am, sulking about on a ship which used to be my slave, chased by a narrow-minded AI who thinks I'm rampant with only the cybernetic toys of these so-called invaders to play with. And here you are, stuck at the bottom of a hole. How droll. It's really too bad. We could have had so much fun together. I guess Valet? Durandal. You suck. I hate your guts. Or do I? I don't know. Well, unfortunately, we have to reload. Okay. So I'm going to try it again. I'll try to do it the right way. As you can see, it's a little bit difficult to... For me, it's a little bit difficult to follow the map with it overlaid. But, I'm just going to pop in there. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to keep this out. I'm actually going to shoot one and then be able to... I've already reloaded. Okay. Damn it. Gotta go. Oh, you dicks. Ah! Do I got it? No! Ah! Okay. I'm gonna try it one more time and then I'll just save my attempts and show you the successful one. I know I can do it. I've done it before, but it's not real easy. Okay, so there and there. So close. Okay. I stutter stepped a couple places where I shouldn't have, and also getting off the elevator here, that's been a problem. So I need to remember to face south. I'm gonna do it one more time on screen, and then we'll just off screen it, I guess. I feel like I can do it. I know I can do it. I don't just feel like it. I can feel it. Down in my plums. Okay. Whoops. And for some reason you don't take fall damage there. Don't worry about it. Yes! Crushed it! Alright. Wow. So, we have successfully obtained the flamethrower. And that's pretty much it for this level. We're going to try to use my technique here. There's a couple of wasps floating around, but I'm not going to worry about them. Should I heal up? I probably should. I guess we do have to worry about the wasps now. Where'd that guy go? Alright. Let's scoot on in here, through there, down there, over here, heal up. Fantastic. Whoops. Yeah, this is a fun little level, and that secret is really tough to get, as far as I'm concerned. Especially if you don't... Like, imagine back in the day, in, like, the mid-90s, trying to figure out how to do that. I mean, we had ways of figuring that stuff out online, but... It just seems like it would be pretty tough to come across that on your own. You know what? Now, I don't think that they're susceptible to... Whoa. It's usually a mistake to punch these guys, as we're learning. I just like punching a lot, alright? Just leave me alone. I don't even remember what I was talking about. It wasn't important. We're gonna punch the button. Punch the button. And then up. Right? There we go. Punch the keys, for God's sake. There we go. You suck. Hey. Convenient. Very good. Good work. I will begin the decompression process in a moment. I finished debriefing the civilian crew you rescued a few hours ago. They are the only group to survive prolonged contact with the aliens that I have been able to talk with. They maintained that the aliens were loading as many humans as possible onto shuttlecraft and flying them to the 4 mothership. I have watched many shuttles bringing supplies to the aliens, but I had no idea that they were carrying humans back to the alien ship. I will brief you more on your next mission when you arrive. You may not go exactly where I want you to end up because there is interference in the computer net. Good luck. Teleport when ready. Okay. Here we are. So there's a not so subtle hint about what you're supposed to do here. And it's something I showed you before. Whoops. Didn't really get the arc on that, right? Nailed it. Alright, guys. Here we go. Let's dance. Come on and slam! And welcome to the jam! I guess we don't need to open all of these like this, but it's fun! And plus we have plenty of refills, so... Yeah, there we are. What's this level called? Cool Fusion. Interesting. Ah. Double shield. Well, I'd like to find a pattern buffer and then call it an episode. So let's see if we can... well, there's a terminal. Plenty of ammo. But yeah, let's take a look at the map. I think that this is our terminal here. Incoming message from Leela. There has been an unexpected lull in the fighting. I don't know exactly why, but it seems that the aliens have stopped their advance. I want to use this break in the fighting to send a message to Earth apprising them of our situation. However, the long-range transmitter array has been destroyed, and you must manually reset the secondary transmitter. To do this, you will need to go to the G4 sunbathing landing station. What does that mean? It would be foolhardy to send you into vacuum conditions without better vacuum capable than your pistol. The AR-75 doesn't work in vacuum. I want you to find a Zeus-class fusion pistol. It has 2 firing modes. Standard firing ejects volts, and secondary firing mode charges on transmission error, and ejects a blast that does a huge amount of damage, bypassing through traffic. My records and sensors are becoming less reliable, but I believe that you should find a Zeus-class fusion pistol at this location. Do not rely too much on this information that I have given you. It has been intercepted in transmission, and I cannot verify its accuracy. End of message. What? Interesting. Okay. So we have a couple of routes we can go to. The pistol is supposedly over here. Do we trust that? Probably not. Well, hey, guess what? It's right there. Right in front of our dumb face. Hey now. Alright. And there's a pattern buffer. Perfect timing. Let's go grab that. fusion pistol. This is going to become our go-to weapon in the game, but we'll save that for another episode. Until next time, it's been Effing Controller playing Let's Play Marathon. Well, I've been playing Marathon in a Let's Play of Marathon. That's how that should have been phrased. I apologize. I'll see you in the next episode.